Love lives here.
Good morning. I'm Jeff Ryan. I'm the senior minister here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to the morning table. Good to see all of you. Yes, yes. And good to see those folks joining us online. Good morning to Mom and Dad joining us in Las Vegas. And Marty, Vicky says hello. So there you go. She's there watching us online with Prince Harry. Not the Prince Harry. That would be nice. But no, the lovely little pooch named Prince Harry. So, yes, which is also lovely and nice, isn't it, Vicky? So.
I don't understand.
It's so funny because I don't know why he insists on talking every once in a while, but that must have been Prince Harry, also known as Prince Siri. There you go. All right. Howdy. Yeah. So I'm enjoying my coffee this morning, so thank you for making coffee, Alan. And I want to thank Roxanne. Where did you go? Where are you? There you are. Hello, Roxanne. I want to thank Roxanne for a phenomenal Gourmets for Good kickoff yesterday. It was wonderful. It was delicious. About 12 of us went over to her office, DCH Roasters, and had a great time, learned a lot. And Griselda and I bought some special Mexican coffee, which I had this morning. Did you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, you did. Yeah, it was prime time. It was so good. So, that's important, right? Coming together in community, having a good time, yes? Yeah. And that something powerful happens when we show up for one another, not out of obligation, but out of love, doesn't it? When somebody says, I'll help. Yeah? Yeah. When somebody rolls up their sleeves, not because they have to, but they see a need. When we move beyond the mindset of what's in it for me, with them, what's in it for me, and instead ask, how can I serve? Right? We begin to awaken to a deeper truth, the truth that we are each an expression of the divine, called to be the hands and feet of love in this world. That is sacred service. And sacred service is one of our core principles and one of our core practices, here at Centers for Spiritual Living, correct? Practitioners, you remember, correct? Yes. What are the others, practitioners? Prayer, meditation, study, visioning, yes, right on, good, Chester, and conscious contributions or tithing, yes, yes. All right, you got all 6. Yay, you can keep your licenses. So as we stand at this powerful threshold of honoring all that we've been here in this beloved building and preparing to become what Spirit is calling us to next, I want to remind you that service isn't just a nice thing to do. It is the glue that holds the community together. And it's what lifts a gathering of individuals into something sacred, something healing, something transformational. And since today is also Father's Day, I want to take a moment here to honor those whose love was defined or has been defined not by words or status, but by service. Some of us were blessed with fathers or father figures, like stepfathers, uncles, mentors, grandpas, neighbors, anyone who showed up with consistency, with kindness, and with that quiet form of strength that says, I've got you. Who showed up not through grand speeches, though there may have been some of those. Looking at you, Frank. But simply showing up. Fixing what was broken, standing quietly on our side. So, today we honor that fathering kind of love. that kind of presence that is also sacred service. And it shapes us sometimes more than we realize. So thank you to all the dads. Thank you to my dad. And thank you to all the fathers and like a fathers and the mothers who are fathers, all of it. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. And thank you for your strength. So thank you. So continuing this line of service, service isn't about obligation. Service is not about obligation. It's about love made visible. So yesterday across the United States, we witnessed an extraordinary expression of that love, didn't we? The No Kings protest drew over 11 million people across the country who showed up, not just with signs and slogans, and there were some cute signs. Did you see Jeannie's sign? You forget what it was? Jeannie, you want to share what your sign was?
There was a picture of Trump's South End as he was facing north playing tennis, and it said, "Does this make my country look small?"
Yes. So there was a picture of the president playing tennis with his, as she said, South End, facing the camera, and it said, "Does this," we can only assume A, "make this country look small?" It was a fun one. There were lots of fun ones. There were lots of fun slogans and signs, and those two brought humor and levity to a very important situation, right? But these signs and slogans were shared with a purpose that says we're here for each other, right? People didn't just show up because it was convenient. They showed up because there was something within them that whispered, "This matters." It's an example of what sacred service looks like. Choosing to stand up, to speak out, to show up. And not just when there's a nationwide call to action, but every single day, even when nobody's looking and even when it's hard. When we serve from a place of love, we're not just doing good, we're being God in action. Service reminds us that Spirit lives in us and moves through us. When we serve from a place of Spirit, it's not about fixing others. It's not about pity or hierarchy. It's not even about being helpful in the conventional sense of the word. True service is love made visible. Did we hear that? True service is love made visible. Ernest Holmes wrote, "There is a divine givingness at the center of all creation. That givingness, my beloveds, lives in you. It lives in me." When you bring someone a meal, when you sit with somebody in grief, or simply offer your time with no strings attached, clearly hear me, offer your time with no strings attached, meaning we're not going to get something, we're not looking for something in return, we're not giving to get. When you do that, you are revealing God. And you are revealing yourself. Self with a capital S, self. Because who are you, my beloveds? You are the divine made manifest. And true service doesn't begin with a to-do list. It begins with love. And when we serve from that place, not for attention, not out of guilt, but from the overflow of our hearts, we become the agents of that divine love. Ernest Holmes also wrote, "There is a divine presence which knows no lack." When we serve, we embody that presence. We offer proof that love lives here through our hands, through our hearts, and through our help. That's what we do. That's what we get to do for one another. And yeah, not everybody's called to protest in the streets, but everybody is called to participate in the healing of the world, in the transformation of the world. Ernest Holmes said, "There's nothing to be healed, only the truth to be revealed." And that is our calling, to reveal the truth in the world. Not everyone will be up front. Not everyone will be on the mic. Not everyone will stand on the sidewalk. And that's okay. That's perfect. Because Spirit expresses itself through a diversity and a variety of gifts. Some of us are the organizers. Some of us are the encouragers. Some build. Some listen. Some give financially. Some give their hearts. Some give their hands. Some give their presence. Some are really excellent listeners. Others make things happen. Looking at you, Dinah. Looking at you, Stu. Right? Some bring warmth and welcome with just a smile. And every bit of it is needed. And every role is Spirit in action. Your service, your true soul-aligned offering may not look like everybody else's. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Think of your gifts like puzzle pieces. No one piece forms the full picture. But every piece is an integral and essential part. Your presence matters. Your contribution counts. And when you align with the light, when you align with what lights you up, and where Spirit nudges you to serve, you step into this sacred assignment, your sacred assignment. You don't have to do it all. Let me say that again. For all of us that are overachievers who feel we need to do it all, you don't have to do it all. How does that feel? You don't have to do it all. But you gotta do something. You have to do something. And right now, I do have a specific ask for you. Next Saturday, June 21st at 10 a.m., we are going to gather here and we are going to clean out the building. We are going to take everything out. All the trash is going out. We're going to have a dumpster delivered on the 17th, on Tuesday of this week. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. We're getting a dumpster for you. So, on Tuesday the 17th, we're having a 40-square-yard dumpster delivered. It's going to be delivered right in front of the village. And on the 21st, we're taking all of it out. All the stuff we're not taking with us is going to go into the dumpster, or you can take it home. I don't care, but it can't stay here. The stuff we are going to take with us is getting packed and put into a truck and taken to our new storage facility on Palm, right by the railroad tracks there on Palm. Okay, a storage place. It's going to get taken there. We have a 10 by 10 storage, so we need your help taking everything out, we need your help packing, and we need your help taking it over to storage, okay? So, where are we going to be next Saturday, except Allison? Allison already has an excuse, and Allison's been working daily downstairs. So, where are we going to be next Saturday? Here. At what time? 10. And we're going to bring our muscle, and we're going to bring our kids, we're going to bring our grandkids, we're going to bring the freeloaders who are staying around with us, hanging out, if they're freeloading, unless they're paying you rent. If they're not paying you rent, then I think they need to come.
Does that include your dogs who don't pay rent?
No, that doesn't include dogs, unfortunately. Anybody who can lift, anybody who can carry, your friends, your family, your friends, your neighbors, stranger off the street, doesn't matter. Bring them. We're building community next week. Yes? All right. Just want to make sure that we all understand that. And what I'm going to say is, don't wait to be asked. Okay? Do. Just do. So, have you ever noticed how you start to feel much more at home with people when you are in service with them? It's because sacred service breaks down the walls. It invites us to share and share more vulnerably. It invites us into a shared sense of power, a shared sense of purpose. Serving together creates that purpose, and shared purpose builds trust with one another. And so when we serve together, we learn to see beyond labels. We start to recognize the divine in each other's eyes. Service creates that. It strips away any surface level connection, and it invites us into a deeper sense of belonging, a deeper sense of becoming. It's one thing, of course, to gather on Saturdays and Sundays. It's another thing to carry tables together, to laugh while we're lifting boxes, and to hug someone long after a morning of showing up. This is how community is built. In a time when the world feels so divided, service becomes a radical act of unity, of coming together. Yesterday's marches reminded us of the power of collective presence. But what happens after the protests? What happens in the day-to-day? That's where sacred service becomes essential. It's in the micro actions that we take day to day in service to one another and in service to the greater good for all. One of my most vivid memories isn't from a Sunday service here. It's from a Spirit of Art event that we had, specifically cleaning up. We were tired, weren't we, Dinah? Oh, God. We were tired. We were not a little sweaty. We were a lot sweaty. And somebody cracked a joke, and suddenly we were all laughing. And in that moment, we weren't just a group of people. We were us. Us. And that's what service does, my beloveds. It creates us. And in us, we have the power to transform not only ourselves, but the world around us. In a culture that often says, hold on tight, sacred service teaches us to let go, to give freely, to trust that when we pour out, we will also be filled up. Giving doesn't deplete us. It roots us in the truth that there's always more than enough. Generosity is a declaration of faith. I have enough. I am enough. I trust life to sustain me. Every time you give, whether it's time, talent, or treasure, you affirm the abundance of Spirit flowing through you. And paradoxically, the more you give, the more connected, the more grounded, and the more prosperous you feel. If you want more, you gotta give. And the more we give, the more we feel. And the more whole we feel. Not because we're trying to earn something, but because generosity puts us in the flow of the universe. Sometimes people ask, but what if I don't have anything to give? You always have something to give. You always have something to give. It might be time. It might be presence. It might be a listening ear, a steady hand, a kind word, a word of encouragement. These things, too, are currency in the spiritual realm, and they matter deeply. Each one of us is an act of service. And each act of service is an affirmation that there is enough, that you are enough, and that love is flowing through you. Sacred service always multiplies what matters most. And what matters most is love, connection, and community. In our temporary home at St. Michael's, where we'll be meeting starting on July 6th, we're going to need folks. We're going to need folks each week, hear me, we're going to need folks each week to set up the round tables and to set up the chairs. We're going to need folks to greet people at the door because Stuart is not going to be here to do that for you. And it's not that far of a drive. Oh, yeah, he can come down. Yeah, sure. He'll come down every Sunday, drive 11 hours every Sunday just to greet your smiling faces. I think we can do that in support of him, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right? Every Sunday, we're going to need to set up the snackies and make the coffee. When Alan's not drumming for us, who's going to make the coffee? I'm looking at all y'all. Because Jeffrey without coffee is not a happy Jeffrey. Just saying. Right? Got to provide snackies. We like our snackies. So when we move to this new space for a temporary time, for a time being, we're going to have new systems in place. Leadership Council, we're going to have to do things a little differently in terms of having check signers and check writers, right? We're going to have different ways of serving or increased ways of serving. It's going to take the community, us as the community, in service with one another to make this happen. We have been working together and coming together as a community in service with one another to make this sale happen, and I thank you. And the work is not done, my beloveds. The work is just beginning. It's just beginning. So these aren't just logistical needs that I'm sharing with you. They are spiritual invitations to show up, to link arms, and to build this next version of Riverside CSL. Together. Can I get an amen? Amen? All right, let's go to conversations. Let's go to our tables. The conversations, your questions for, Jason already handled that. The questions for conversation for you this morning are, when in your life has an act of service, either given or received, transformed you? What are the gifts you feel most called to share in this season of our community's life? And how does serving others shift your sense of connection, both to spirit and to the people around you? And go. So, beloveds, tomorrow, your homework for this week is show up on Saturday. Yes, Alan, exactly. That's homework number 1. So thank you, Alan. Homework number 2 is the sacred yes practice. Each day this week, take 5 minutes to sit quietly and ask, Spirit, where am I being called to serve today? And we know where you're being called to serve next Saturday. But where am I being called to serve today? And write down whatever comes up, no matter how big or small, then take one simple step to follow that nudge from Spirit. It could be text a friend, helping someone at home, or helping us, as we said, with the move or weekly setup, right? So notice how you feel before, during, and after that act of service, and let it become a spiritual feedback loop for you, okay? So, my beloveds, this is an invitation to move from passive belonging to active community, to active becoming, to shift from I go to a community to I am this community, to discover the joy that only comes when you give from the soul, not for applause, not for thank yous, not for acknowledgement, but because it's who you are. May we be a community held together not just by shared beliefs, but by shared service. Not just by warm greetings on Sunday, but by radical love in action every single day of the week. Let us rise not as individuals, but as a sacred, serving, spirit-filled whole. Sacred service isn't a task. It's a spiritual practice. It's a transmission of love. It's what transforms a room into a sanctuary, a group into a family, a building into a community. It's how we remember who we are, and it's how we love each other well. So again, the invitation is to come join us on the 21st, Saturday the 21st at 10, to help us clean and move. This is our final offering to this space that has held us for 7+ decades. And as we step into our new temporary home at St. Michael's, say yes to service. Say yes to setting up, say yes to tearing down, say yes to greeting, say yes to making coffee, say yes to bringing snacks, say yes to whatever you see needs to be done, do it. Being part of the sacred glue that holds our beautiful community together. Because we don't just attend Riverside CSL, we are Riverside CSL. We are the hands of Spirit, we are the heart of love, and we are the ones that we've been waiting for. Yesterday, our country stood up to say, no more tyranny. No to tyranny. Yes to dignity. Yes to justice. Yes to each other. So let's honor this Father's Day by becoming the spiritual fathers and mothers to our community, serving, showing up, and building the kind of world that we want to live in. Let us be the glue. Let us be the love. And so it is. Let's come together in consciousness, shall we? So, breathing in, closing our eyes, recognizing that the one life that lives, moves, breathes, and has its being in, through, and as all of creation, because it brought forth all of creation through itself, as itself. That it maintains and sustains itself, that it maintains and sustains its beloved creation, that it maintains and sustains each and every one of us. That this one is love, this one is light, this one is power and presence. And it expresses itself through each one of us and through our community. And we come together in service to one another and in service to our larger community as a whole, as a sacred practice of expressing this love, of being the manifest body of this love, of being the demonstration of this love through our hands, through our hearts, through our help, through our service. That we serve one another from a place of infinite abundance. That we serve one another in that place of infinite resource, because it is Spirit that is source and supply. And in knowing this, I know that our community continues to do good work in the world, continues to transform the world, continues to build the world in which we want to live in, which is a world that works for everyone and all of creation. And so in this knowing and for this truth, I do give thanks. And I release this word now, knowing it is done, knowing it is so, knowing that there is only one, this common unity that we call community, that we call Spirit. I release it, I let it be, and so it is. So everybody please stand and let's say our affirmation for the day together. I am seen. Let's hear it. I am seen. I am held. And I am strengthened by my community. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it. I share it. I receive it. And I move love forward because love lives here. Happy Sunday. Let's sing.